Talent. Orsolak licks that one to left center field. Bo won the charge. Bo is there. Yo, mama, run that wall.
Hit well to center field. Deion Sanders going back to the wall, and it is gone. Bo Jackson homers to put the Royals ahead 2-0.
That's into right field. That's a can of corn. Bo Jackson is there. As here's a throw. Gallego tagging it. Bo gets it. What a throw by.
Bo Jackson is often regarded as one of the great two-sport athletes of all time.
Bo was just better than everybody else.
His Bo Knows Nike campaign made him a household name, while his skills on the football and baseball fields made him a superstar. However, his injury-riddled athletic career has caused people to really question how good Jackson was. So we'd like to take a deeper look into Bo Jackson's baseball career and see if the hype was real or not. Number 7. College career. If we are to properly judge Bo Jackson's baseball career, we need to take into account his college playing time as well, because the reality is, Bo simply didn't get to play out his entire career because of injuries and other sports distracting him. But to see where he started out, we can get a good look at where he could have ended up. A 1985 scouting report noted that Bo's only real weakness in baseball was his lack of experience, and that he had the game and athletic ability to become an all-time great if he dedicates himself to the game. Even his college career is limited to just 90 games because injuries kept him out of the 1984 season entirely. Despite that, Bo managed 28 home runs, 17 of which came after the injury year. He would still finish his college career slugging an average of .729 and a ton of potential still to go. In college, he was considered a player that could do it all on both ends of the field, which is why baseball teams were excited to see what he could do in the minors and majors. But before we get to that, we'd love to know who you guys think had the best college baseball career of all time. Go ahead and comment down below. Number 6. Kansas City Royals. Bo got his start in his professional baseball career with the Kansas City Royals, who drafted him in 1986 in the 4th round. At first, Bo played for their Class AA minor league affiliate, the Memphis Chicks. In those 53 games, Bo scored 30 runs and had 7 home runs. It was clear that Bo had it in him to be in the majors. So the Royals had seen enough and felt as if Bo was not only good enough but had too much fanfare around him to be left playing in the minors. In the very same year as when he played with the Chicks, the Royals called him up to the big leagues, signing him for a 3-year, $1 million contract. His time with the Royals was elite. In his first full year with the team, Bo had 22 home runs and 53 RBIs, including 10 stolen bases. In the 3 years that followed, Bo showed constant improvement as he upped his home runs to 25 the next year, 32 the year after that, and 28 in his last year with the Royals. He even managed 105 RBIs in 1989. It was clear that Bo had game, and it was translating in the major leagues too.
Who said anything about reaching greatness, being Willie Mays or Mickey Mantle or Babe Ruth? I'm human. I wish people would just let me go into this sport and get what I can.
Number 5. All-Star Game MVP. The 1989 was really a breakout year for Bo Jackson. Not only did he average career highs in home runs, RBIs, and hits, he was also selected as an All-Star for the very first time. And Bo was built for the bright lights. Some players can't handle the pressure, but Bo rose to it. So when the All-Star game rolled around, Bo shined the brightest among all the All-Stars present. He hit a home run in the game and even stole second base, which made him only the second player in MLB history to do both in the same game. Bo would finish the game with 2 hits and 4 at-bats, 1 run scored, and 2 RBIs. Jackson excelled on both sides of the field and earned himself the All-Star MVP honors. When fans point to what Bo Jackson could have been, they thwart the 1989 performance, because after this point, Jackson would have his career changing for the worst as he sustained career-altering injuries. Do you guys think if Bo had stayed healthy, he would have made more All-Star games? Let us know why or why not down below. Number 4. Chicago White Sox. After his stint with the Royals, Jackson found himself in a White Sox uniform. Now, just to understand how highly valued Bo Jackson really was, the White Sox barely let 16 days pass between Jackson leaving the Royals and them signing him for a 3-year, $700,000 contract with performance-based upsides of $8.15 million. Now, this performance-based clause really spoke to Bo Jackson's potential, which everyone seemed to be aware of. Teams believed that Bo could turn the corner at any time and excel, but they were also afraid that perhaps his body had taken too much of a beating and that he won't be able to recover from it. Despite the injuries Bo suffered in his playing career, teams were still fighting for a chance to get him to represent them. Jackson Wood played 2 seasons with the team, hitting 19 home runs overall and scoring 40 runs. But it wasn't the same Bo that played his best ball in 1989.
On September 17th, he finally cut loose. Very loose.
He hammers this one way back. Oh, gone! Home run, Jackson!
Number 3, Comeback Player of the Year. Every year the MLB hands out the Comeback Player of the Year award, and in 1993, Bo Jackson got this honor after successfully making another return after an injury. This time the injury was a hip replacement. That's right, Bo came back from a hip injury to play elite-level baseball once again. Jackson would have 16 home runs and look primed to make a deep run in the league. However, that season would be his last big season in the league. After playing briefly for the California Angels, Bo called it a career once the league went into a strike. He was only 32, which is when many players are still in the prime of their careers. But because Bo had so many injuries and other obligations, he could never fully reach his potential. Which other athletes do you wish got to play out their career without any injuries? Number 2, two-sport athlete. What made Bo so special is that he did all of this while playing in the NFL. While he was hitting home runs in the MLB, he was rushing a total of 554 yards and scoring touchdowns for the LA Raiders. As he had his best season in the MLB, he was also having his best season in the NFL, where in 11 games he rushed for a total of 950 yards and 4 touchdowns. The 4 years he played in the NFL, Bo rushed for 2,782 yards and 16 touchdowns, with an average yards per carry of 5.4. However, it would be the injuries that he sustained in NFL that would also carry over to his baseball career. The hip replacement he needed was a result of a tackle while playing football. So even though he excelled in both sports, the double dipping ended up backfiring on him, at least in terms of career accolades. However, playing in both sports is also what made Bo Jackson a legend and has left fans wanting more. We can only imagine what Bo could have done if he played baseball only. How many home runs he could have hit or RBIs he could have scored. Because when you take a look at him, you know right away that you're dealing with a super athlete that comes around once in a generation. Number 1, career accolades. Bo played 8 seasons in the MLB where he had a batting average of .250 and hit 141 home runs and had 415 RBIs. Along with that, his slugging average was .474. And in 1989, Bo came in at 4th in both home runs with 32 and 105 RBIs. While earning himself an All-Star spot in 1989 and an All-Star Game MVP. That year he finished 10th in the regular season MVP race and had his only 30 home run season and 100 RBI season. His extremely short peak leaves us with too many questions. The best Bo Jackson we ever saw was pretty good, but not the greatest. However, he had so much untapped potential that you wouldn't bat an eye if he made multiple All-Star games and set other records. Only if his prime years could have been extended and he stayed healthy. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. With that being said, you just watched us break down how good Bo Jackson really was. See you next time.